Lords, and welcome back to MyStreet Fighter with your host, Jacob Butter. Well, that joke was long overdue. In fact, it was probably long overdue when this episode actually came out in 2018. 2 years after the particular slogan that the first title is referencing was last utilized in any major way. Kind of interesting. Then again, I suppose that the figurehead in himself might be rising to prominence once again. But all I know is that Bompard we got arrested, so who knows if that will. Haven't got a clue, really. But then again, enough about me talking about American politics. I learned that lesson in 2016. Let's go. First of all, my drink as usual. And this time I've got a mixture of grapes and cashews because these grapes are delicious and the cashews are new. So there you have it. All right. And of course, I haven't actually mentioned the title, so the slogan thing doesn't make any sense. Yeah, we're talking about Make MyStreet Great Again. Episode 4 of Side Stories, which isn't really labeled Episode 4 of Side Stories. And I saw fit in the description to comment Small Patoot on this particular video, so this might have been the first time the Small Patoot was used. I don't remember. If people don't know, that's what Jess used to credit herself on occasions in the credits of MyStreet videos. I don't think it started this late. I don't know why I put it. I guess this is the first time I noticed it. I'm going to go with that. Anyways, let's see MyStreet become great again. Oh, yay. These grapes are great again, I'll tell you that much. God, even looks like him. So everything but the voice, I think.
Hello, young gentlemen. Do
Yep,
you
not
think
the
a
voice.
bright budding youth like you might be interested in taking part of your community?
Taking part of the community? I mean, taking part of it? What, for himself? That's a bit of a weird expression. That being said, Zane actually was head of Neighborhood Watch at one point in the old neighborhood, which he wasn't watching and it blew up, so who knows?
My name is Mr. Sanders.
Is the chicken man here?
You ordered chicken and didn't tell me?
I don't think I got that the first time I watched this. I don't know who Colonel Sanders was, I don't think. But I understand. I've been enlightened. I see the error of my ways now.
As I was saying, I am the chairman of your local neighborhood First Association of Resident Tenants Division.
Oh no. I was about to say what's acronym, but then I just remembered what they're going to go for here. Okay. Also, first, because they've been around for a while.
F-A-R. That spells fart! You're a member of a fart division!
Okay, I'm surprised that Zane found that so funny, considering that he then chastises aphmau for being immature in a later episode, but oh well, we'll get there when we get there. Yes, Gareth indeed wants fried chicken. Well, apparently he ordered it, so I guess there's that.
Gentlemen, please contain yourselves. We're very aware of our name. As
Why haven't you
I
changed
was
it?
saying, the First Association of Resident Tenants. It is a tenured organization of concerned homeowners that has existed since the inception of...
Okay, there we go. That's why. They've been around for a while.
It seems I may have caught you at a bad time, gentlemen. If you have no
No, any time would have been as bad as this.
interest in my proposal, then maybe we will have to simply allow our paths to cross in the future.
Thanks, but we don't need any farts. We're all good here.
Good day.
Now, if Lawrence were in this scene, that would have made a little bit more sense, because maybe... Actually, I don't think I remember him laughing at anything too mature in the past, but definitely not Zane. Side note, this would have been a great time to reintroduce him, because he still lives in this house. He's still around.
Irene, I know I'm supposed to be mature, but that just caught me off guard. Plus, it got rid.
I mean, I don't know. Gareth gave you plenty of prep time to have his great brain crank through all that. Being a part of FART is an order most prestigious. You know, around this time, I was actually, I was very active on the aphmau wiki, and in a later, so I actually was like the creator of a few wiki pages for certain characters, like Nekoet and Juno, for example, and Esmeralda Mayweather later on in a later episode of this, which is why I know that Zane chastises Aphmau being immature has something to do with like butts or something. I don't know. I don't know what it was. But my point is, I'm pretty sure maybe I tried to rush to be the creator of the first Associated Resident Tenants page, but then I decided, no. Either that or I was beaten to. I can't remember what happened. Perhaps someone caught wind of the idea sooner.
Rid of that guy.
What if he tries to sell his farts to someone else?
We need to call and warn them.
Warn them? Nothing's going on.
Kids these days, with their water bottle flips, and their dabs, and their fidget spinners.
Okay, that's the first time we've had a line like that since the "you and your kids with your memes and your dabbing" from like a video that came out 2 years before this. That just shows you how out of touch this guy is compared to the old man who was actually current with his dabbers association. He just isn't. I don't trust this man. I don't trust this man to, you know, be on top of things if he's that out of touch. I can't. How is he gonna like manage the neighborhood?
No respect. Just only memes.
There's the memes part. Also, I think he looked both ways before he crossed. I'm pretty sure.
Hello, young miss. Do you think a bright, budding youth like you might be interested in taking part of your community?
Okay, I like the fact that he's saying the same thing to everyone, because of course he's got his speech prepared. However, the speech is still wrong. Taking a part of your community means that you have to take a chunk out of it and, I don't know, carry it with you or something like that. Taking part in your community, maybe? Contributing to your community, something like that.
Me? Interested in...
Yes. I'm the chairman of the First Association of Resident Tenants. I'm currently looking to fill our neighborhood development head position.
Back away from her!
Yeah, she doesn't want to buy any of your sketchy farts.
I'm starting to see why Aiden doesn't see these videos as canon, because people seem slightly out of character in these iterations. Either that or they've been hit by the aphmau ray even harder than usual. For someone who owns a fidget spinner health means I'm frankly insulted. I mean, normally I would say so you should be, but right, you get a pass.
She's too pure for that!
Hey, girls fart too!
What?
I'm glad the myth was dispelled.
Not some unsavory salesman!
Seriously, what's going on?
This dude is trying to sell his farts in our neighborhood.
It's an acronym!
I'm so glad you guys...
Again, why wouldn't you just have Lawrence be involved in this? Gareth dragging Lawrence around would be a great callback. This whole thing is like calling back to the old tone of MyStreet. This chance here to bring back Lawrence is especially a shame. That was a missed opportunity. What if he'll come back in season 7 as a surprise to everyone?
guys came then! I hate door-to-door salesmen! Unless they're cute Mayfall scouts selling cookies!
First of all, yes, I agree. You know, if Nekoet was still in operation around this point, which is probably in like high school or something by this stage, then I would absolutely concur with your statement. However, but I guess Reese, Reese was a delivery guy, so I suppose he doesn't count as door-to-door salesman. Yeah, no, okay, fair enough.
I don't want any farts, sir!
My Irene, it's an acronym! Are you people dense?
Keep it moving, old
Yes.
man.
With pleasure!
Let's go follow him again. I know that's trying to be cute and everything, but just the way that he's like reaching out so far, I don't think it has the intended effect.
Who could that be?
I guess they don't need to warn aphmau. She's a master of
For
acronyms.
the love of Irene, please tell me you are mature.
I'm probably one of the most mature people I know.
That says more about the other people than it does about you.
That old man is selling farts!
He said
Oh my goodness, Aaron, please spare us all from this terrible joke.
fart.
How old are you people? Where are your parents?
I mean, both interesting questions. As for the answer to the first one, again, I suggest consulting the aphmau wiki because there are people there who have done extensive calculations, like myself.
I'm not old,
He tried to sell me farts!
Yes, that's what Zane just said. Can we move on from this, please? Oh, my word. I'm gonna need a fidget spinner of mental health reasons soon if this carries on like this.
Should I call the police?
Do you people let anyone finish us?
I'm calling the police!
File a missing grandpa report. We need to get him back to his home.
Okay, again.
Oh, sweet Irene. Listen to me. I am not a fart salesman. I am simply the chairman of an incredibly prestigious association here to elect a like-minded individual for a position in neighborhood development.
Why are they all so confused? Zane and Aaron have been like in the world of business for ages, and Garth had been like on the periphery, so he should know like a fair bit, at least. And aphmau runs a business. Why on earth are they like, I don't know, a big word. Yeah, I don't think I'm a fan of this episode.
And you're not getting any of this. You know that empty plot of land in the neighborhood?
Yeah, the small one at the end of the road.
Hey, that's where I feed my animal friends.
What animal friends?
The little.
Oh my god, look, Kawaii. Kawaii-chan is so mad right now, look at her. Yeah, she doesn't like Gar's animal friends, or they forgot to change her pose from talking to, the old man selling farts.
Trash bears.
Okay, so this is a joke that Aiden keeps reminding me of existing, because I completely forgot that he called them trash bears several times. I think this is one that Aiden likes to bring up. Probably also as a reference to the fact that he doesn't think these are canon, but Garth has fed animals consistently throughout this series. His excuse in season 2 for leaving everyone was to go feed his cat, which turned out was actually true for a bit, until it wasn't, but whatever.
We've been friends ever since.
Well, someone on this street can be elected to advocate for something to be constructed on it. Anything they want.
Anything we want?
Sure, as long as it benefits the neighborhood.
Oh, so you're like the opposite of a fart salesman then?
Wouldn't that be a fart purchaser? I don't think he's the opposite of that.
Yeah, you had to bring that up again. Do you think any of you young, mature adults would be up to the responsibility?
Huh.
Yep, puppies, of course. I think Aaron just fell asleep at the door. What? Zane was squinting there. And I think he knows how daydreaming works. You're supposed to go like this, not go.
The power. It's mine. It's all mine.
To be fair, this is a Zane thing to do, and he was head of the neighborhood watch in season 1. This is, again, this is why Zane is sort of character for this. And guess what? I just remembered his fantasy. It's about to get worse for Zane.
Wow, Zane, it was so cool and powerful of you to build this pool for all of us.
Cool and powerful. Also, what is that on your neck, Kawaii-chan?
It wasn't a big deal at all, Nana.
I can't tell. It's like a clump of hair in the way or something like that. Eh. That's about as much as I lift my arm is like doing that. Plugging in my computer. Okay, Garth just died. So Zane squints, Aaron falls asleep, and Garth dies. That's how the expressions go. I mean, these aren't necessarily bad ideas. Somewhere for like a place for like, I guess not only say like a rubbish preserve, because like they'll have the bins and stuff. So maybe Garth's one. But some place to preserve like for animals in general, you can vary that up. And also a pool, for crying out loud, MyStreet pool party. That seems like the kind of thing that would have happened years ago, quite frankly. I'm surprised that was never an episode. As for Aaron's idea, I mean, we all love happy hospitals. Then again, there's like, or sanctuaries, whatever they might be. Who knows?
I have to protect the trash
Then again, there are like several of them around this area. Because Travis volunteers in one of them, again, season 1.
bear's native home.
Wait, what? We should rightfully build an off-leash dog park there for the dogs of the world.
The entire world is already a friendly
Dog park, yeah.
dog park for dogs. What about the trash bears?
They also go wherever they want. They're not not friendly to them, but they still exist in it.
Oh, you're not supposed to be feeding the raccoons. It's bad for their health.
They are not raccoons. You take that back.
They are raccoons!
At least they aren't stupid like dogs are.
Yeah, you don't want to say that to a werewolf, you idiot. In fact, Gareth, aren't you a werewolf? Honestly, maybe he's been transformed back at this point, because Aaron did promise.
Say that again.
And I guess they're not going to... I'm glad again the rage does not come out in Ultima form, because otherwise, again, poor Gareth.
Aaron.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, but you two chumps will have to step aside this time. That land has a new swimming pool with my name on it.
Since when does Zane-kun like to swim?
What does that have?
I mean, actually... Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, in Love Live Paradise, he did avoid going into the ocean. That's because he hated the sun. As long as he has shade, I'm guessing, you know... I'm guessing he'd be fine with it.
Have to do with anything. It's for the neighborhood.
Dog!
And yes, there's the implication. Zane has never been seen to outwardly care so much about that. If anything, the power aspect is actually more in character for him. That's like the only thing that seemed to be relevant to him until he had that vision of Kawaii-chan. So, my goodness. Either love does strange things to people, or this is just a bad episode. Why am I trying to excuse it?
Dog park!
No, it's going to be a pool.
Trash bears!
Young
And of course, Gar's one motivation for this episode because I couldn't think of anything else for him.
kids. I remember when I first got into helping out my community. Had quite a few fisticuffs with many folk myself.
Don't encourage them. They will actually resort to fisticuffs, and 2 of them have strength potions on them, or are at least attuned to that level of strength.
So, sounds like you 3 have a lot to hash out. I'll leave you to it then. I'll be back this evening to see if the neighborhood has come to an agreement.
What about the rest of the neighborhood? There's several other houses you can go to. You're not supposed to go to each one? Is that not how it works?
Murderers!
That sounds like my cue to depart.
Oh, does Mr. Fart Salesman want a cookie before he goes? They're probably not
And she's still calling him that despite the fact that Cafe's not one of those.
as good as Grandma's cookies, but Kawaii-chan is a pretty good baker.
To be fair, Kawaii-chan as a grandma would probably be the most adorable thing ever. Next to baby Kawaii-chan, obviously.
I don't like the implication that I am a grandpa. Oh, my Irene, these are delicious. Thank you, young miss. I see.
Yeah, well, be careful, because last time she gave one to a stranger, she laced it with sleeping potion.
A bright future ahead of you.
I'm still gonna call the police.
You guys are
What? What? Did Aphmau just need a line for herself in this scene? Because she didn't say anything until that last point.
Dog
Is
park!
where
There
it's
are
at.
dogs in
Not
this
everyone
neighborhood!
who
It can't be up to just
Think of
aphmau
Nana in a swimsuit.
I mean, community.
Okay, I heard Zane say Nana in a swimsuit. I like the 3-way battle they're going on here. I I like that it's just like specifically not. Well, I say no, I don't like that because that means that what he was about to say before, considering it only applies just to her. Honestly, Zane, just invite her out to swim at some point. That's probably all you need. In fact, haven't you seen her in a swimsuit like for like a whole season at this point? Anyway,
Yes, community bonding and power.
Boy, stop fighting right now!
the more I think about this, the more my brain
As
hurts.
friends, we need to be civilized. If we're going to choose a leader, we're gonna do it the right way. In the name of the moon. I mean justice.
Okay, I'm pretty sure it's a Sailor Moon reference, but I don't know for sure.
And for the rights of pups everywhere to have safe access to a dog park.
You're going to run, Aaron?
What do you... It's been saying that the whole time, but you're staring at your phone about to call the police the whole time? It's 3 digits. You could not have taken that long.
Ooh, I can make campaign buttons.
Sure.
I'm going to be the first lady of Fart. Today is a historic day. MyStreet is going to host an election.
Honestly, I vote Kawaii-chan. She's not even, like, presenting herself as a candidate, but she's been the most reasonable person this entire episode. As for the whole farts thing, she didn't even get a chance to, like, hear out the guy, so the acronym thing, she's exempt from that confusion. Kawaii-chan is MVP this episode so far. And Molde. Also, something occurs to me. Since the neighborhood they were in before, which is the one that had, like, the addresses all saying MyStreet on it, blew up, does that mean that this neighborhood that they're on right now is actually just an extension of the exact same street? Because beforehand, they were like 67, 65, 62 MyStreet, you know, all of those addresses. They just, like, go to the other side. Are they like I don't know, one MyStreet now? I never thought of that before. Wow.
Okay, so first off, let's test everybody's people skills.
My what?
Schmoozing and mooching, the foundation of a good leader.
I suppose, like, do like a debate or something, or I don't know, maybe get people to vote for them. Why are you in a mold? Okay, I forgot this was a Kawaii-chan plan. Of course, it would turn out like this.
I'm pretty sure that's not.
Last one to get someone to vote their vote to your cause is a
Wait, was that Alexander? Was that like a mini Alexander in the corner with Aaron?
1, 2, 3, 4, go!
Yeah, look at that dog. That's not. That's definitely like the same breed as Alexander, but Alexander was like way larger before. That's definitely not Celestia. Because again, you know, the color is completely wrong, and probably the breed as well. So did Aaron just find a new dog? Is there a 4th MyStreet pet that we have to make a wiki for? I hope not. I'm hoping that's Alexander. Please let that be Alexander. Also, I guess Jason Pronoun
Hello,
with the model.
ma'am. Can I talk to you for a minute about a neighborhood development project? Consider this. A pool is a summertime staple. Cool, refreshing, hydrating. A staple of the modern culture revolving around summer commercialism.
I love the way that Zane actually tries to sell this idea. Quite honestly, just say, I'm building a pool, and that's it. Or I want to build a pool. And then if you're like uneasy, then by all means. It works either way. I'm just saying that he's putting in more effort than he needs to, and we appreciate that. Speaking of putting in more effort than he needs to, look at the textures on his like shirt. I have nothing to say about that, but I just wanted to point it out.
I'm sure when you were younger.
And he ruined it. I just praised him, and now he is just gone. And yeah, why would you say that?
Ow!
Hey, I'll pay you $5 if you say you vote pro-dog in an upcoming election.
Yo, I'm all about dogs and money. Where do I...
Pretty sure this is, you know, I don't know what kind of word this is, but there's a word for what Aaron's doing here. Bribery is something kind of like that. I don't know. Zane says it goes out the vocabulary to actually sell something. Exactly! Until he ruined it with that last point, that was amazing. He was putting more effort than he needed to, is what I meant, yeah. And then he put too much effort in, and, you know, shot himself in the foot.
do I sign? So, would you be open to helping develop a trash bear preserve?
I hope one of them rips out the piece of paper. Please rip out the piece of paper.
Oh no, it's okay. Take your time to respond.
It would really mean a lot if you could sign this in support of a local pool.
What? Try a different person! This is a public mall! You fool!
Pleasure doing business with you.
Really, take as much time as you need.
See, ask her. She don't do anything. Well then.
Okay, time's up, and it looks like Aaron and Gareth managed to get their signatures, which means Zane failed.
Is Gareth gonna have his just like a paw print from Trash Bears or something?
It's not fair! And why are we even asking random strangers who don't live in our neighborhood to do this?
That's a very good point. You should have asked people who actually are in the neighborhood. You know, like real politicians.
I understand your frustration, Zane, but skills pay the bills. You'll get them next time. And speaking of, your next test is the true test of a politician. Kissing babies.
No, it's not. Why is that even a thing? Honestly, yeah, to anyone in the US right now, why is that even a thing? I see that like all the time and stuff. Why?
That's awkward.
First one to kiss a baby is the best politician at GD San Go.
Okay. I have to point out this detail. Kawaii-chan actually counting in Japanese. But also counting up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 go. Why? I have so many questions. Like, okay, fine. Her name is Japanese, so we kind of implied that, you know, Tulai is sort of synonymous with Japan to some extent, and therefore maybe her family hails from there. But this is the first time that ever happens. Is she just like the first time so excited that she just like resorts back to like the other language that she speaks? It might not even be her first. If so, I'm calling shenanigans, because she's been way more excited about this, about like other stuff too. Remember the convention? And also the convention after the convention? And the boat? When she burst through a wall? I think there's also one time where she actually like, you know, launched off into the stratosphere. No Japanese in those situations. Eh, maybe I'm overanalyzing.
Hey, little buddy, can I?
I mean, to be fair, Gareth's initiative here, he'd probably get into less trouble for this than he would for kissing an actual human baby.
Oh no!
Excuse me.
Or werewolf baby or anything. Oh no. Zane! Go to some other people! Ugh.
Ma'am. Sorry to bother you again, but would you mind if I kissed your baby?
Excuse me?
It's not even a baby.
No. You see, I'm a politician, and... Ow!
I think Zane just, like, the model just died and collapsed over. That was clever.
Done.
Aaron, that doesn't count. It's supposed to be a baby.
He's my baby.
Okay. No, I need a moment. I was going to say something, but I need a second to process the fact that apparently this looks like Alexander, but it can't be because Alexander was like 15 years old. It's not. It's like ancient in dog years. I'm like, oh. So is this a different dog? Did Alexander have puppies? Was Alexander a female the whole time and they pulled that? They pulled a Mrs. Kipling from Jessie? And Alexander had puppies now and kept one? I don't know anymore.
Okay, that could have gone better. Let's try one more, okay? Okay, great. Your task is to negotiate down the price of any item with a shopkeeper. The person who gets the best deal wins.
Okay, this is interesting because Kawaii-chan, again, in this very mall, was swindled out of all of her money. So she's asking them to do something that she has no concept of like how to do herself, and will probably get the exact reverse treatment. And I wonder how that's going to go. Who is going to fill that Kawaii-chan position and get swindled entirely? I'm hoping it's not Zane, because Zane's the one who saved her from Earth before. And we just do the Japanese counting again. I guess that's her thing now. That's Kawaii-chan's thing. You know, to not know who did that. Yes, she does that.
Hey, listen up. I've got a deal for you. Here's how it works. I give you $10 and you sell me this novelty plush toy for $2.
What?
It's simple math.
Hey, there's no dogs allowed in here.
What? Okay. Wow, he smacked an Ultima outside of a building. Okay.
They didn't deserve us anyway, boy.
It's probably bad to bring a dog to a mall anyway, just out of a general principle. Ah, Starbucks. Well,
Okay,
the
let's try
only
this. I will
actual
give you-
brand in this whole series so far. Well, not so far. I mean, at this point. Oh, and my camera's frozen. Okay. It just frozen in a permanent state of disappointment, which I guess is apt for this episode, so I'm just going to keep it there.
You $6.50 for the coffee.
Sir, the coffee is only $6.
Oh, you sure drive a hard bargain.
Oh, but by the way, $6 for a coffee is still way too much. Go somewhere else that's not Starbucks.
$7, final offer.
Sir, you're not listening.
You got me. $7.25.
Listen, man, I don't set the prices. The franchise does.
$8.
Order for Trash Boy?
Hey, I'm a trash bear boy.
Then give the different then give a different name. You could have had the joke of order for Trash Bear Boy, and that would have been fine. It wouldn't be the best, but it would be something. Just give us actually something. Why is everything so off in this particular episode?
Leaders of MyStreet, how did we do?
I got these clothes for free.
What? How did Zane pull that off?
Oh no.
Simple. I stole them.
Zane, you cheater!
Hey, if Aaron was going to play dirty, I had to find some way to keep up.
There he is! Him and his...
Hold on. Oh, wait a second. Is that a guard uniform from Phoenix Drop? I refuse to believe that the police... No, actually, no. That doesn't make any sense, because Zane himself wore a different security outfit when he had this job in Season 1, which means that they've reverted back to 900-year-old uniforms for no reason. I'm not buying it. No.
friends have been causing trouble all afternoon.
What do you mean the friends? You haven't met any of the friends. You have no idea about them.
That's the awkward shoplifter that bolted from my store without paying!
See, now it's making sense.
Book it!
And just like that, they've committed crimes and got away with this. They really are politicians.
Welcome home.
Hello!
Hello.
Did Alexander II lose his, dog jacket? That thing is gone. He used to have a red jacket. Unless it's a different puppy. Can you imagine? From the same litter as the other one. Oh, dear.
Have you decided amongst yourselves who is going to be?
Aaron! I finished your buttons!
Stop interrupting me! Pardon me.
Kawaii-chan and friends haven't quite decided who should be in charge of the empty plot. Kawaii-chan was very busy organizing the competition to elect someone.
Oh, I said this before in the start of this episode that I voted for Kawaii-chan, and apparently this is I forgot this is where this was going. I'm not going to count that as a prediction because I should have known anyway, but oh dear.
Oh, who came up with that idea?
Kawaii-chan did, sir.
I like that spunk. We need someone with that kind of initiative. How would you feel about taking over the position as neighborhood development head?
Huh?
What?
What?
What? Me?
Well, if you organized everything as you said, then that's
I mean, you didn't even see the competition. You don't know how well she organized anything. She just had an idea and then sent them on a wild goose chase for a day. Not really the best of organization skills, but I guess just saying you did things apparently is enough. This really is American politics.
Hey, I organized these buttons.
Oh, for the love of... Stop interrupting me!
Throw them away. Take the buttons and throw them away. Throw them away. Get rid of them. Yeah, my camera is dying along with my brain cells. I know what you mean, Ghosty.
If Kwai-chan's in charge, then what's gonna happen to the empty plot?
Well, she can decide what happened to the empty plot. That's what she's in charge for.
Oh yeah, sorry, that was sold.
What?
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 Gotta move fast in politics, kids. Anyway,
You just said you'd be back for the end of the day for them to decide. You're not supposed to do that. Doesn't matter how fast you move in politics.
this is for you. There we go. Now I'm off to Bermuda. You kiddos have fun.
Well, that was a complete waste of time.
I love hearing him in the background saying, like, I'm free. Okay, you can't see Levi drink, but I'm going to give... where's he? No, he doesn't deserve it. No one deserves it in this episode. Who am I going to give the Levi drink to? I don't know. I'm going to give the Levi drink to the I'm free line that I just heard in the background. That's it. That's the best part of the episode. Okay, there we have it.
Buttons. I'm supportive.
But the buttons were for Aaron, and he didn't win. Why are you giving them... Quite frankly, I would love to have seen aphmau herself try and run. Like, some of those wacky antics would fit her a little bit more than the others. Not necessarily the Zane parts. Maybe the Aaron stuff, honestly. You know, like, Aaron's not really, like, that concerned, all things considered. But aphmau gets, like, overexcited about it. They should have swapped those two out. And then Zane should have just, you know, not really done anything at all in this episode. Zane should just stop doing things in general. Why does this episode feel so off? Like, I know I asked that before, but, like, now I'm really thinking about it. Because, like, it has the jokes, it has the wacky antics, it has the situation that, you know, resolves itself. It's a side story, so it's more episodic. But the other ones work exceptionally well, and this one for me was just awful. Like, I'm pretty sure that I liked it back in the day, but now there's something, and I think the reason is because at its core, like, at this stage of the game, if everyone being so out of character is distracting. If this had been like the pilot episode of something that wasn't MyStreet, or had been like done by a different person or something like that, it might have, or even the same person, but just in a different continuity, whatever it might have been, it would have been fine. But because we know these characters so well, we know how their wacky antics tend to proceed, it feels like a step back to just have them be ridiculous because they're so much more than that. Like, yes, they're all goofy in their own ways, but it has to be their own ways. And I know I said, like, last time that I missed the elements of MyStreet, you know, being this bizarre and comedic and everything, and I still stand by that. And I was thinking that, you know, I said last time, maybe with aphmau writing so many of these consecutively, that eventually that's where the writer's block came from before season 4 happened, and now having had a chance to rest on certain ideas and come back to them with, you know, fresh eyes after, you know, a long break of this kind of antics, you would think, yeah, this is the perfect way to go. This would be the perfect time to come about it, and yeah, like the inspiration coming back, but